Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play.
Hello my correct people, welcome back again to this YouTube channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet all of you according to una time. Yes, make I drop the video sharply, make we watch them together. This one, they very hot. Dino Milaye give am hot to Buhari and he expose Buhari direct. Not be only Buhari or APC government. Make we watch the video sharply. Meanwhile, if today na the first time we say you come across Anointed Lady TV, you are highly welcome. Abeg, after we don't watch this video together, make we go to the comment section. Make we go discuss about wetin Dino Milaye talk for this video. And if you find this video interesting and you like what we do for this channel, abeg make you subscribe, put on the notification bell so that anytime we be say I drop any new video, you will be the first person to come check them out. Oh yeah, make we watch this video together. Bye bye.
The signal to Nigerians is that there is a problem somewhere. And we have a problem because the president is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. President Buhari needs to speak to Nigerians directly, need to commune with Nigerians, need to converse with the media, need to ask questions. Our president is absent. And this have a negative concomitant effect on the war against insecurity in this country. As I speak to you, it is very pathetic, but our president is not available. This is the first time in the history of mankind that we hear presidency says, Garba will talk, presidency says, Adesina will talk, presidency says. We want to hear president say, we didn't vote for presidency.
Are they
didn't vote for Garba.
Are they not employed to speak for the president?
They are to speak for the president when there's a policy information. But in terms of interaction, we voted for President Muhammadu Buhari, not Garba. We want to hear president said, not presidency says. All this put together, culminate together, encourage the insecurity that we are passing through. When last did you hear the president, or have you ever heard the president sit down and say, you, the IGP, if you cannot take care of insecurity in so, in 3 months, you are fired? Have you heard the president say, come, the chief of army staff, if you cannot flush Boko Haram in 6 months, you are fired? The country is sick, killing is pervasive. Look at the innocent children.
Just
in
a moment ago, I announced the suspension of the managing director of Nigerian Ports Authority. That's an action from the president.
That is politics. It has nothing to do with insecurity that is bedeviling us. We want to see his actions in the areas that matters. When they play their internal politics, that's their problem between the Minister of Transport, herself, and that's their own internal problem. But what I'm saying in essence is that we cannot continue to keep quiet. Unfortunately, Nigerians are yet to realize that in an unjust society, silence is a crime. This problem is pervasive because the people who ought to speak are not speaking. I'm totally disappointed in so many people we call men of God in this country. From my understanding of the word of God in the Old Testament, prophets are change agents. God sent them to kings to tell the kings, repent or so. That was what happened to Jonah on his way to Nineveh. That was why Moses was told to go and tell Pharaoh, let my people go. That was what Joshua did. And the same thing in the Quran. But these days, people are not coming out to speak the truth. They are afraid of Buhari. Buhari is a human being. He's not an angel. He's not a prophet. He's Buhari of Daura. I have conquered fear. I'm not afraid of anyone, because if you look at it, the tree of freedom, the tree of liberty will only be watered by the blood of martyrs. I have conquered fear. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of arrest. They can even stay by your gate and arrest me after this program. I'm used to it. But we cannot keep quiet in the face of obvious obscurity.
Now, will you say
this country is going to the brink? Every facet of our national life, the economy, insecurity, everything, Buhari's cause F9 parallel.
Now, will you categorize Bishop Cook and Father Mbaka in this, and so many, Cardinal Naeko, many of them speaking of, will you categorize them into?
That's why I use the word some.
Okay, some.
Almost. Almost. Even the Islamic clergy, it is their responsibility to speak. Where are the CSOs? Where are the CSOs? Where are the civil society organizations? Where are the activists? Where is MBA?
Perhaps they didn't interpret the reality, the situation, the same way you have. Perhaps they could believe that things are normal.
We are all Nigerians. The people being killed are our brothers, our sisters, our nephews. Now you heard what is happening in Abuja here. How can individuals be the ones citing either Boko Haram or bandits in Kuje and other outskirts of the town when we have security agencies? Is that not a misnomer? Does it not show that something is wrong? And all this I am still telling you boils down to leadership failure. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is grossly incompetent, is not capable, and all I expect is that since this man has shown more than enough evidence that he has no capacity to run this country, President Buhari should, in the interest of children that are yet unborn, in the interest of Nigerians that are dying, please excuse us. It's not something very heavy. It's not something terrible.
Do I have
just hi Muhammad Buhari, hereby resign. But simple.
Okay, resignation is an option which he will not likely take. Then the second option is impeachment. Just 2 days ago, the APC caucus in the National Assembly responded to the issues raised by your party's caucus, saying they stand with this president. Nothing will happen to this president, and this president will not be impeached. Of course, you know they have the numbers.
It is expected they will speak like that because the both chambers of National Assembly, the leadership of the both chambers of National Assembly is a creation of the villa. So as we speak now, National Assembly is a department, it's an appendage of the villa.
Not a separate, independent.
You just heard that. You just heard what they said, that they will not impeach him. They will not. He's not going anywhere, despite the array, the magnitude of insecurity in the country today, despite the gross display of incompetence by this government. When last did you see your president supervising projects, commissioning projects, or visiting here and there? When last did he leave the villa?
Yeah, I've seen him commission virtually a lot of projects.
Yeah, but we are not virtual human beings. We are physical human beings. This program is not virtual. I'm talking to you. So we are not spiritual. We are not celestial. We are physical human beings. And Boko Haram are physical people. It's not a spiritual battle. Unfortunately, morally, medically, spiritually, politically, the presidents have failed. And there is no other door to drop all this, because he swore, had the Quran on his left hand, had the Constitution of the Federal Republic on his right hand, and he promised to defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And chapter 2 of that Constitution is the most potent part of that Constitution that says that the security and the welfare of the people shall be the primary occupation of government.
You raised some issues about our foreign.
APC is what Yoruba people call Omoni Nokuno. Omoni Nokuno is a prodigal child. With the level of debt they are accumulating, we are in a catastrophic situation in this country. And they have not stopped borrowing. But the worst is that if you are borrowing for development, if you are borrowing for infrastructural growth, we can understand. But they are borrowing for consumption. They are borrowing for recurrent. Only an irresponsible father will take a loan to buy champagne. And that is what we are doing in this country. We are in a very
champagne.
We are in a very
champagne.
Very dangerous.
I've not seen any of that.
I'm speaking is a figure of speech.
Okay,
I'm saying that we are borrowing for consumption.
Okay.
Show me all these borrowings all over the years. What tangible thing have come out of it? And the ones we are doing with China, a project that will cost 10 million naira. You go and say China will look at it, assess it, and say it's 100 million. That's what is happening. Nigeria will sign, say you Nigeria bring 10 million as counterpart your funding. And that 10 million Nigeria is bringing is what is enough to do the job.
Now,
Then
distinguished
you will
senator,
now owe
this
them.
is a huge allegation.
It's not a huge allegation, and I can buttress it. I can prove it. Because the same China is operating in some other African countries, carrying out different projects, including rail transport business. And we can do a comparative analysis of what those countries are paying and what Nigeria is paying.
But there are different environments.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Rail is rail. Those people even have a more complicated texture of soil than even Nigeria. So the whole thing is fraud. Instead of having democracy in this country as government of the people, by the people, and for the people, in this APC government, what we have is greediocracy. Government of the greedy, by the greedy, and for the greedy. For example, look at my states. Kidnapping every day. I was on TV the other day, I saw my governor told a compound lie that the kidnap of one of the local government chairmen did not happen in Kogi State. Something that happened in Kogi State. My own colleague, Senator Clifford Odia, was coming all the way from Edo. Within a space of 1 hour in Kogi State, he got attacked twice. Even with his mobile policemen around him. 3 of them were hospitalized. He got attacked between Okene and Lokoja. He got attacked again between Lokoja and Abaji. On the same trip. That's to tell you the magnitude of insecurity we have in this country today. And people are afraid. I don't know why. People cannot speak. I don't know why.
Now, if you're...
I'm in AIT here. I'm passing a vote of no confidence on Muhammadu Buhari, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Take your microphone and go to the market space. Go to motor parks and interview common men and women on the streets. They will tell you they've already passed vote of no confidence on this government. Even God has passed a vote of no confidence on Nigeria. Until we change this leadership, inept leadership that does not have the consciousness of... The president is aloof. The president is not with us. Unfortunately, he's absent. Unfortunately, he has not joined our ancestors. He's in transition. We cannot see him.
Everybody.
We cannot see him.
You and I, we are in transition.
No, I'm not in transition in that regard.
We are all in transition.
No, I'm not in transition in that regard.
Nobody knows when it will be. But your party also promised to help the APC come out of this quagmire. In what ways?
That's what they have done. That's what they have done by advising Mr. President. And it didn't start today. Every time we have our next meeting, Secondus, the national chairman the capable chairman of our party, always give the president advice and give hints. Atiku Abubakar always give hints and advice to Mr. President. Even me, Dino, Milaye, many times I came up with 1 or 2 advice, but this government is deaf and dumb. They will not hear. So the best thing is that they should excuse us. We cannot continue to see blood all over the place. Maybe he's not even aware. People should go and tell him that Nigerians are dying. Children are dying. Women are dying. There is nowhere in Nigeria that is safe. Abuja, that we are calling seat of power, they are going to run us over very soon if we are not careful. Already they have taken over the surrounding of this town. Niger State, just 1 hour away, their flag is already in one of the communities in Niger State. How can we keep quiet in the face of obvious obscurity because people are afraid? What are we afraid of? When death is inevitable. It's better some of us die to lay the sacrifice for the redemption of this country from these economic cankerworms and financial scavengers. We cannot continue to keep quiet like this. It's not possible. Nigerians must wake up from their slumber, must come out of their cocoon. We must speak the truth to power. We cannot continue to keep quiet when we have a president that is aloof, a president that will not talk. Who do we blame if not the president?
Now,
is that the kind of country we are going to run? And Nigerians will keep quiet? And people will not ask questions? Everybody should keep quiet? Is that the kind of country we call we're dreaming of? I don't want tomorrow when my child grows up and asks me, Daddy, when Nigeria was getting bad, what did you do? I want to be able to say, I said A, I said B, I said C. The area that I thought the president was coming to fight was corruption. But corruption has been redefined in this government. This government have looted like no other government have looted in the history of this country.
That's another allegation.
It's not an allegation. It's not an allegation.
We only qualify that after a competent court had declared so.
Which court in Nigeria? Which court in Nigeria?
We still have to rely on the courts.
We have no choice. But with the story of what happened to Ononge and the whole thing that's happening, you know what I'm talking about. We are a sick nation. The only thing that can rescue this country is for Nigerians to stand up in a peaceful and civil manner and react to this satanic administration that is supervising the killings of innocent Nigerians.
Now, it's very hard, strong words you're bringing in, satanic, and they're not very friendly for broadcast.
The situation is not friendly for Nigerians. People are dying.
But
abnormal situation demand abnormal instruments.
Yes, but we have to be careful so that we don't.
I understand you don't want to pay NBC fine because once you speak the truth now, NBC will fine you.
No, it's not issue of
5 million,
NBC.
10 million. No, I understand what you're saying.
It's issue of
I understand what you're
moderating
saying. But the
views,
truth of the matter is
and all
that
that.
the truth must be spoken irrespective of whose house is guarded. We are not afraid of them.
Now, Electoral Act not yet in place. What do you expect your people in the National Assembly, your legislators in the National Assembly to do in order to give added push to the process, almost at the end, just a little.
The only thing we can do is to speak to the caucus, the PDP caucus in the Senate, to continue to fight and antagonize all the negative manifestations of the APC. But you saw the caucus of APC saying no matter what, they are behind the president, even when it is so obvious that the man has failed, that the government is completely down, that these killings, they have no capacity to stop it. So the National Assembly, honestly, I think constituents should start asking each of their members, either in the House of Reps or in the Senate, questions. Because we cannot, things cannot be this bad. And some people are still saying, say Baba. Which Baba? With the way Nigeria is going now, some people will still be saying that they will not impeach, they will not question, they will not, then they are our problem.
How is your party preparing for that 2023 elections?
We don't even need to prepare anything. It is not obvious. When in 2014, 2015, a bag of rice was 7,500, today it's 25,000. I used to fly economy to Lagos 23,000, today it's 70,000. So what are we preparing for? I used to go to Meshai, 15 naira, I take Indomie, egg, and tea. Today I can't do that again. So already campaign itself now. It's already obvious. Nigerians are disconnected from APC. APC came to destroy this country. And we were scammed.
A great
I apologize to God Almighty, and I apologize to Nigerians for ever supporting President Buhari. Buhari scammed me. I was scammed.
Is it? No, now that Buhari scammed me, that's another strong word. You voluntarily.
I was the MC of his campaign in all the 36 states.
A voluntary action.
All the 36 states of this federation. Because I respected the words of an elder that I am going to stop corruption.
Was a voluntary.
I am going to stop corruption. It was based on a promise he made.
Did you take the action when you in your younger days?
How do you mean?
When you were quite young, what was it? Now, are you regretting now that you have matured and all that?
It's not a matter of maturity. It is a matter of trusting an elder. An elder says, come, I'm not happy. And where he got me was when he wept. So that's why I'm not perturbed with smart ideas crying. Because crying is now a strategy to get people to believe what you are trying to sell. When Buhari cried, I said, hey, chai. See Baba, see old man, they cry. This man must mean well for this country. And when they tried to assassinate him, and the way he said he's a general, he can tame insecurity, the issue of Boko Haram and the missing girls at that time, I believed him. Not knowing that I was scammed.
Why I asked whether it was while you were young and you were a teenager, because the Minister of Communications and Digital Technology renounced some of his beliefs and statements. He did it when he was quite young. Is that the same with you?
Anybody who is 14 and above is conscious of his pronouncement and what he's doing. And this one I'm talking about 5 years ago. I cannot be a teenager 5 years or 6 years ago. I'm saying that I was calm because I was led to believe that this man meant well for this country and he has the capacity and capability to carry us out of the woods.
That doesn't sound scam. You were convinced.
It's scam. When you tell somebody what you don't mean, when you lure people to go into a project that you know is deceptive.
So many people had that conviction and went in. It's far
many
from
of us went
scammed.
and many of us are out. If we were, I'm repeating again that we were scammed. It's one of the greatest con that came out of Africa.